Diamonds in your face, crushed up, can't see them. Hey, diamonds in your face, crushed up, can't see them. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to Say Hello to Me. I am so excited about this video, y'all. Like, so excited. Because I'm going to be sharing with you my 10-minute guide to landing your dream job. Now, I say 10 minutes, and I'm really gonna try to keep it in the 10 minutes, y'all. So it's a 10-minute guide to landing your dream job. And I'm going to show you these tips and tricks that I've learned from my experience, from working as a recruiter, from being on the other side of the table and being recruited. Like, I got some knowledge, okay guys? And I wanna share with you. So, just so I can preface this, these are all my ideas, all my thoughts, all my experiences. Don't think just because you follow every single one of these, you're gonna just land a job at my company, okay? I mean, let me know if you're interested in a job at my company. That's my job, but these aren't like foolproof, get you a job exactly and follow my exact path, because everybody has their own path. So don't forget that. Follow your own path. That's the first tip. Follow the path that is meant for you and don't try to mirror other people's, because it's never gonna work out that way. Nobody's the same. So, first tip, and these aren't really in like numerical order. Every tip has a place, okay? And every tip and trick is needed in order for you to succeed. First things first, this is like a golden rule, y'all. If you're interviewing, if you're updating your resume, if you're doing anything, be honest. You hear me? Be honest. And be true to who you are, because somewhere down the line, they're gonna figure it out. Somewhere down the line, they're gonna be like, she didn't act like that with me 2 interviews ago. It's all gonna come out. So make sure that you're being true to who you are and being truthful about what you're adding to your resume. Because 9 times out of 10, the company's gonna figure it out one way or the other. Because when you're interviewing, for instance, you're interviewing with a hiring manager or a peer or a client, something like that, right? So when you're interviewing, they all have certain things that they're gonna be asking you. But if you think about it, if you're trying to be somebody else during your whole interview, you have to stay consistent with that. And for me, I'd be forgetting things pretty quickly. So if I'm trying to lie and be somebody else, I would be like, oh wait, I was that person with her, so I gotta be that person. Like, what? No, like, don't try to cater to other people and be someone else just so that you can land the job. Because in the end, you're not gonna be happy, more than likely, because every company has a culture. So if you're trying to act like a different person to match that company's culture, hello, that ain't who you are. So you're not a match. And that's not a bad thing. Not every company is meant for every person. That's why there's hundreds of thousands of companies in the world. Hello? Okay, so just be real. Don't be fake. Don't try to be something that you're not. And especially don't put stuff that you don't really know on your resume, because that'll get figured out real quick, like with a quickness. Like, that would be like me creating a resume and saying that I speak 7 languages, I am great at coding and doing Python, and I am a gymnast. And like, they may not catch me on every single one of those, but 9 times out of 10, we live in like a melting pot of a world. What if my interviewer speaks Russian and I say on my resume I speak Russian? I'm gonna be like, okay, well, thanks for having me. Clean up my stuff, you head out. Don't lie, do not lie. And that's an obviously extreme case, like doubtful that somebody would put, they speak all these languages on their resume, but there's tons of people that just write on their resume the things that they see on the job description just because it's there, just to get a call. But it's like, why waste your precious time when you actually do have skills that can be applied to another role out there that you actually are a fit for, right? That takes us to number 2 of however many we're gonna get through, that everybody has skills. Like, you have so many awesome and amazing skills that you've been equipped with, from your coursework, if you didn't go to school, from just life in general, from trade work, from anything that you've done, that you can apply to a job that there's a need for. Like, there is a need for so many jobs out here, y'all. There are so many opportunities, and there's no reason for you to apply your skills to something that doesn't make you happy, or apply your skills to something that makes you kind of just not succeed or not develop those skills. Because that's another thing. You can have these skills. They are all there. Like you can have, let's say you have a buffet full of skills. You can be like, yep, I got that, I got that, I got that. What's gonna happen if you don't eat it, y'all? It's gonna rot. Yes, it's going to rot. Do you want your skills to rot? No. Get a role that feeds your soul, that feeds you to feel like you can do something that's changing the world. You wanna do something where you can wake up and be like, wow, that was really dope. I learned that. Like, let me tell you, it's not gonna be every single day. You're not gonna have your dream job. Really, what is the definition of a dream job at the end of the day? So your dream job can be something that 4 days a week, you're like, yep, this was great. And 1 day out of the week, you're like, you know, that was a little difficult. Like, it's time to go home and maybe just chillax. But it's gotta be something that fuels you the majority of the week and fuels you to feel like, you know what, I am doing something that's changing my life, possibly changing the world, and that I'm making an impact, because that's what you're there for. Yeah, you're there to get a check, because I mean, y'all know, I know about a check, okay? Checks are important. We gotta pay these bills. But you have to be in a role that makes you feel comfortable, makes you feel happy, makes you feel like you're making a difference, or else it's just gonna be another job. And nobody wants just another job. We're trying to land that dream job, remember? Next on the list is, drum roll. That was kind of a weak drum roll. Let's try it again. Networking. Networking is key, y'all. Like, let me take you on a little memory lane, a little story time. So I graduated from college. I did not have a job, y'all. I did not have a job. I didn't even have an internship. I didn't have anything. And all my friends were like, oh, see ya, going to Google, going to Delta Airlines, going into banking, going to medical school or dental school. And I was like, okay, cool. So I didn't have a job. I didn't know what I was gonna do. So I went and I got a hostessing job, which was amazing. I lived for being a hostess. I had so much fun. I got to eat so much good food. And then my mom was like, you're going to a career fair because you need to get a job. And I was like, okay. So I go to the career fair. Shout out to my micromomager for pushing me. But I go to this career fair and I end up leaving there with 2 really awesome opportunities to interview with the company. And it was all from me just being transparent and honest, and like basically saying that, yeah, I have a degree in chemistry, but I have no desire to utilize that degree in any way as far as like on the bench and like physically using my chemistry degree. But I definitely want to do something that I can make an impact on the world. And it worked. This little spiel worked because I was transparent and I was honest, and I was speaking to people that maybe I was a little bit uncomfortable about, and I didn't really feel like going into this situation, but I took charge of the situation and I went into it and I networked and I got these great business cards to hopefully have the opportunity to interview. So long story short, I get these interviews, I interview with these companies, I get flued out, y'all. I got flued out to I lived in Atlanta at the time, so I got flew out to San Diego for this first job interview. And I was just honest, like I wasn't trying to like make things up, like, oh yeah, I know this, I know that. I had just graduated college, y'all, with very minimal internship experience. I didn't know anything really. Like I was just telling them like, hey, this is why I think recruiting could be a fit for me. This is the type of personality I have. This is the type of, you know, rapport I'm able to build with people. How can I apply that and to make your company a better company, you know? So I do all that. Then I interview and I'm flying back to Atlanta. I'm sitting next to this man. He's like talking about how he's on a business trip. I'm talking about how I was in San Diego for an interview. We have a layover and we get delayed because he's going to Atlanta too. He's like, oh, you want to come sit and have lunch? I was like, sure, like we have a layover. Y'all, this man was interviewing for a position on his team for a pharmaceutical sales rep and was like, so like, I mean, I really enjoyed our conversation. Would you think you'd be free to come and interview with my company next week? I was like, duh. I just told you I was out here trying to get a job. Like literally just for me having this conversation with someone on the plane, talking about another interview. It landed me another interview just for me networking, speaking openly and freely about like what my job is, what my aspirations were, and it got me another interview. So that's another lesson. You never know who you're sitting next to on the plane, y'all. So always be kind. Like, I'm guilty of it too, y'all. Put on your AirPods, take a little nap, like focus on your laptop. Like sometimes, like if you travel a lot or if you travel every blue moon, take the time to, you know, take a step back, look around. If someone's willing to talk, because not everybody wants to talk either, but if the person next to you has that, you know, like when you sit down on the airplane and the person's looking at you and they're like, and you're like, I can see you in my peripheral trying to talk to me, but I don't want to talk to you. Talk to them, because you never know what they want, or you never know what they could do, not even do for you, because don't always be nice to people because you want something in return, but you never know like what the situation could be if you do engage with that person. Like, I have had amazing things happen on planes, y'all, because I talked to somebody. Like, another example, I was on a flight from Australia to Los Angeles, and I was sitting next to this man, and mind you, it was a 10-hour flight, and he talked the whole flight, and it was amazing. Like, I talked about his life, his wife, his kids, his family. Come to find out, he was going to New York, and he had an extra ticket to the US Open, and ended up taking my brother to go see Venus Williams, y'all. He saw Venus off of my conversation on a 10-hour flight. Like, hello, if that's not networking with a instant gratification, I don't know what is. So networking is key. If you can put yourself out there and you can get into a situation where you can network and chat with people, it'll take you so far. And you don't have to know what you're talking about either. Like, you can go into a situation where you're like, all these people seem to be a little more qualified than I am. If you just are transparent and share what you do know, because like I said, everybody's got skills, it'll take you so far, like so far. So I hope that was 10 minutes, y'all. That's all the time I have for this video, but I am going to maybe make this into a little series. Comment below if you want this to be somewhat of a series so that you can learn some of the other tips and tricks that I've learned as a recruiter, as well as a person that's trying to get a job, because I got plenty, y'all. I got so many. Like I said, these all are ideas of my own, but I have so many things to share, and I just would love to share them with you. So if you're interested in seeing more videos, go ahead and comment below. If you are not subscribed, why not? It's time. Hello, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And if you really want to know what's up, you can hit that bell button. You'll be notified when I post my videos. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you loved it. And yeah, see you next time.